Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Homefront Harmony. You know, one of our favorite things to do on the show is to actually have discussions with those individuals who did step up and serve our country and have transitioned into the civilian world, because every transition from military life to civilian is different. Everybody has their own story, and we want to make sure you hear every story out there. So today's guest is a wonderful friend of mine. David, how are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you for being on the show.
Yes.
Now, I wanted to bring you in and have a conversation with you because I've heard part of your story, and I think it is one that would be pretty common for some people to run into.
Right.
So I wanted to start the discussion off. But let's first talk about, because you did serve your country in the Marines, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. How many years were you in the Marines?
Yeah, so I did 8 years, 2004 to 2012.
Okay. And what made you go into the Marines?
That's a great question. So as a teenager, when I was growing up, I had a big vision for myself.
Okay.
A lot of my family, I like to look at them as more of like just like to hang out kind of people. But I wanted more. Even as a little kid, my mom's like, "You're not going to stay, are you?" And I told her, even as like in middle school, no, I'm not staying here. I'm going to get out of here as fast as I can. So the Marine Corps is like my ticket.
Gotcha.
It's a time of war, but it's like, well, let me go to the Marines. You know,
You're going to do it.
If I'm gonna go, right, you might as well go in full force there. And so that's why it's just, I'm from Wisconsin. It's, for me personally, it's just not a spot that was meant for me and my belief of like being the best.
Okay.
That could be. I thought I would have been stuck there and became just someone that just drank a lot on every Friday night and Saturday night and having a job I didn't like.
Okay. Well,
so that's why I joined. So
there you go. You know what? My dad, Navy, was about traveling. That's why he picked the Navy over. He wanted to serve his country. Yeah. Navy hit him because he wanted to see the world.
Right.
So there you go. So, okay, what did you do when you were in the Marines?
So I did different things. I did like food service, sanitation. I was a martial arts instructor. It's called McMap.
Okay.
I was a training NCO, which basically means you're in charge of, for that unit, the Marines, you're in charge of their like, PFTs, which is a physical fitness test, CFT, combat fitness training test, all that. Because I was a McMap instructor, making their belts. So in the Marine Corps, you have the martial arts, but you have different belts. Okay. When you go through boot camp, you become like the tan belt, which is the bottom level. Okay. And when you're an instructor, you make their belts go up. Okay. Stuff like that. But just every morning, training them, rifle range stuff, making sure everyone's been inputted for a swim qual, all these things is what,
Okay, I would like to give a shout out and a big award to David being the first one to go ahead and explain the acronyms without me having to ask him to explain it. Thank you.
Oh, yes,
thank you, David. Good job. Only one he missed was non-commissioned officer, but we know NCO, so we're fine with that. So, okay, so you get in the Marines. Now, when you decided it was time to transition out, what kind of led you to that decision?
So, multiple things. I'll go back a little bit. Is that okay?
Sure. Take us, but we're going back, people.
Exactly.
Come on.
I like to go through the whole thing. So when I joined, I was like, this is cool kind of in the beginning, but then it's a thing called field day. So you go to boot camp, and then if you're a grunt, you go to something else. If anyone else that's not a grunt, you go to your school. Okay. You go to school. Okay. And then you go to MCT, MCT's Marine Combat Training. It's like more in detail with weapons. Okay. That's about 3 weeks. Then you go to your school. Okay. Then you actually go to your duty station. Okay. So it takes like anywhere from maybe about 6 months before you're even going to your first duty station. Okay. So a lot of people think like it's boot camp's duty station. No, there's things before you can get there. Yeah. It's been a long time for me, so I had to think about...
You're doing good. Hang in there. You're doing good, my friend.
So when I went to, it's called the fleet, your duty station, automatically like, oh, wait, you know what? I don't know if I like this. This is like, field day is, at that time was Thursday night, and you have to make your room spotless. Okay. I mean, absolutely spotless. They find one piece of like dust, which I found out later as I picked up rank. Yeah. They mess around with you on the purpose to make you fail. And we failed. We had to put our uniform on. And Friday morning, you got inspected. We had to go run. We come back. I found out I failed. I'm like brand new. Yeah. I'm like, we spent all night cleaning. Yeah. and we still fail. But stuff like that, it's necessary. But when you're new, you don't know this.
No.
At least, well, some may, but I didn't. Of the why behind. And then when that kind of stuff was going on over the years, I'm like, this isn't really for me. I want to get out.
Okay.
But I didn't get out because I didn't trust myself. So I stayed in another 4 years.
Okay.
Now, I got a family out of it, yes, but if you had to I'll just go off that question, it was really not meant for me to stay in again. But I did another 4 years, and then I got out.
Well,
and that's why.
You went into it as a launching pad.
Yes.
And I think it did give you the launch that you needed for you needed. Okay.
Right.
And did you see combat time?
Yes.
Okay.
In those first 4 years, I went to Iraq.
Okay.
So I was in Camp Pendleton in California.
Okay.
1 year. And then he's a good friend of mine. He actually was just here in Vegas last week.
Okay.
Just like I keep in contact with everyone. But we and him went to Twin Palms, California.
Okay.
And that's where we started drinking a lot, that place.
Okay.
Right? But that's where I deployed. But I'm saying, that's where it's like, there's nothing around. So what do?
Gotcha.
You start drinking a lot and all that. And that's where everyone becomes close, though.
Okay.
Like a brothership, right? You can think of it as college, like everyone's in a fraternity, whatever you want to look at it as, or you become very close. And then when I went to the second 4 years, I went to Hawaii.
Oh.
Yeah.
So hard.
No, but it wasn't the same. There's no longer that cohesion. You pick up rank and it's kind of like, that's why I did the training in NCO and all that. I'm like, it wasn't, it's just like work. You work a lot of hours and that's really it. So that's on my end.
I think that we're hardest on ourselves. We don't give ourselves enough grace.
Right.
And I think that some people excel in the military hierarchy as they grow. And some people go, you know what? I was good doing what I did and I'm ready to move into another path.
That's correct.
And both are very valid and wonderful. And I appreciate everyone for serving. It's like when someone is a reservist and they say, oh, it doesn't count because I didn't see, you serve. You go if you're called, you serve, you're good. So I think that is something to always consider in the story.
Right.
It was, you got from it and you moved on. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. I did the 8.
Okay.
You get out. Now the real problem hits, right?
Right.
I was in the Marine Corps. Once a Marine, always a Marine, yes, but I'm just in context. I'm going to get out now. Everyone's going to want me. And then you're like, no, that's not how it works. There's like 5,000 other people like you. And so you get out and you think everything's going to be smooth. Far from it. So that's where everything is a different life.
You can go from being a big fish in a little pond.
Yeah.
A little fish in a big pond.
Yeah.
And it is a transition to go to. We talk a lot about the loss of identity.
Yes.
Because it is so ingrained in you and you are, so that is who you are. And then you get out of the military and all of a sudden you're just David.
That's
hello.
it.
It's like, whoa.
and that's where it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the hardest hit, I think, that really gets everybody is because you have lived that and had that ingrained. And then you do step out and you feel like all of a sudden you're just nobody because you're not being, in that world. You're not following those same lines. It's a whole civilian life is interesting. And even if you've been civilian your whole life, it's still interesting and it's still fun. So it's not just for military people too.
Right.
But I think that is one of the most consistent conversations we hear from those transitioning out. The hardest battle is that identity.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so nothing too. In the military, it's so structured. I mean, everything. You don't pay to live anywhere. They pay for it.
Right.
So, everything's just taken care of. So I lived in base housing for a little bit, and then I moved off base. But when you're on base, I don't know how it is nowadays or anything like that, but when I was in, I didn't pay for anything. You get a house on base, and that's literally it. And then in Hawaii, anyways, we went off base. So if I remember correctly, the amount, so it was like $2,000 they gave you.
Okay.
And I think if you pay, I was paying like $1,800.
Yeah.
But you're off base. No one bothers you. But then you could say you pocket money, but you pay that for like, electric or whatever. But overall, it's just, you have choices.
Yeah.
But everything's taken care of. They pay you for things. Food, all that stuff too. So if you live in the barracks, you go to the Chow Hall. I'm not saying everyone needs to eat there. I'm just saying, but it's there. Just saying, but it's everything's there. You get out, it's no longer that way.
Yeah.
It's you have to figure this out now on your own.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's ready eventually until it hits you in the face of like, oh crap.
Yeah. Well, you can have the greatest plan.
Yes.
Strategically set out, ready to go. But life doesn't always follow the plan. No. It kind of takes its own routes. So since we're on this, let's talk about, so you've gotten out of the Marines.
Yes, in 2012. Yep.
And what did you decide to do? Did you have a plan of what you were going to do?
So I got a job. I was a general manager at a loan company. I did that for 8 years.
Okay.
The plan was just like I thought I would get a job pretty easily and all that.
Yeah.
The thing I didn't focus on was like, yeah, you can get a job, but it's not going to be high level. I mean, some do. Don't get me wrong. But for me, I didn't. I started at the bottom, but I picked up, or not picked up, I got promoted fast.
Okay.
And so I did that, but there was no, I wasn't happy doing this.
Okay.
I think that's where it comes into play too. So you do something, if you don't like doing it, my opinion is what you usually do, you hate it. So you want to do things like maybe hang out on Friday nights that have the same issues with you, drinking, all that. Saturday's the same thing. And then it comes this life of you're just trying to find ways to be happy. And but having that job just wasn't for me. I wasn't happy doing it. So,
I will say that one of the most frustrating things in the world is negativity.
Yes.
Loves company. And it grows really fast. And it grows really easy. And when everybody's unhappy and we're gathering together, we're just complaining, we're just festering, and we're just growing, and we're sucking more people into it.
Yes.
And so that one is, I don't care where you are in life. That is something that you battle in. My father was a very positive thought guy.
Right.
And so, made fun of him when I was a kid. But now as an adult, I really try very hard to stay focused on the positive. And I'll tell you that my husband can read me and know when like I'm veering off, and he'll like come in a little extra with the positive because life happens. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to have stuff happen. It's okay. I'm not saying you can't complain and have a hard time. It's very easy to get stuck in there.
Yes.
And just stay in there and just let it grow and fester in you, And I think that fulfillment is a very big undertaking.
Right.
You want fulfillment in your job. You want fulfillment in your life. But it needs to happen now.
Yes.
Society.
Right.
And it's not always going to be overnight.
Right.
When it's good. Because if it was, we would be super famous right now. And this podcast would be blowing up. But that's not how it works. You put in the time and energy on it. And when you said, it was a good job, but I wasn't happy with what I was doing.
Yes.
I think you have to have some aspect of what you do that you love, that you have some kind of, it doesn't have to be your whole passion, but it has to help grow your passion, grow where you want to be. I mean, for me, I'm lucky that I landed in the position I landed in where I could do things that I 100% believe in the corporate world. So that was a nice little skip for me. But so you were in the loan business?
Yes. So, Marine Corps, wasn't too happy, right? So I get out anyways. And then I get a job. Seems cool at first, but then the same thing happens again where it's like, I'm not happy. Okay. And then this cycle of this, your brain is just like, this sucks. And you fall to something to fix it. Okay. Even though if it's not fixing it, you think it is. Yep. And that's where for me was the alcohol. Okay. I had to have alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm not saying I'm someone that was like angry or whatever.
Right.
I just needed to have some. So my days off, it was like 10 a.m. I put like a scary movie on and start drinking already.
I like how he prefaces it with the scary movie.
Yeah.
I had to put a scary movie on it.
Well, I meant because looking back now of everything, and that's why I have like, I don't know, 40,000 pictures and videos on my phone. I like to look back all the time and see things. And what it does is puts me in a good perspective now. I look back and like I can retain from the picture things around it.
Yeah.
And so like, I know, I remember like, vodka, orange juice in the morning.
Okay.
And putting like scary movies on or action movies and then just doing that and then living that kind of life.
Okay.
So, but again, there's no fulfillment in this, I would say probably a good 15 years.
Yeah.
Right. So I go from teenager, just want to get out of Wisconsin, Marine Corps. I'll never regret going to the Marine Corps ever. I love it. As I got older, I respect it so much more.
We always do that with everything in life, though.
Yeah. But sometimes you just, because I'm young too, I want to do more, have fun. But you don't have much fun because you're like so busy.
Yeah.
So that, and then you get out, it's like, where's this fun stuff that I see people have?
Right.
Right. And so that's not happening. Right. And then, so, yeah.
Okay. So what happened that made you go, I don't like this. I don't like the life I'm leading. I need to make a change.
So in 2020, it was beginning of 2020. COVID did not hit yet. It was about to, but not yet.
Yeah.
I was actually in college too. I was at CSN.
Okay.
For psychology.
Okay.
Why? Because I'm trying to fix myself actually.
There you go. Okay.
I was actually trying to learn for myself. Why? Because I'm not at that time.
Gotcha.
I'm not the same person I am today.
Okay.
I didn't ask for help.
Okay.
I refused to ask for help because I was taught not to ask for help.
That's a common thing we hear. Yes.
So because of that, I started to go to college for myself to learn. But I'm learning things, and all I'm doing is learning about other people's problems.
Right.
And I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like a lot of stuff out there, like schizophrenia, and I was like, you're learning about these things. I'm like, oof.
Yeah.
Maybe mine's not that bad, but I still have my own issues, right? I'm comparing, which is not good. So in 2020, in the beginning, I'm having a lot of issues mentally. Like the issue is when you're talking to people that have issues, if you, this is my opinion, or what I went through. If you tell them, I went through the same thing, I understand, do this. Not good, because like me, I've been through that too. It's like, no, you haven't. Something's wrong with me. Something's wrong. You don't know what I'm going through. Everything you're saying to do, I tried that already. That was my response to everything. And I hear that a lot of stuff nowadays, but it's true. Something up here is just, I don't know how to describe it in full detail, but there's something up there that's kind of like, is making it wrong. That's the best way I can describe it. Something's wrong up here, which makes everything wrong everywhere else. So I went to the hospital because I think everything's wrong with me. I'm having heart attacks. Something's wrong with my esophagus. There's just so many things.
Right.
So I see specialists. I go to the hospital 4 times in 6 weeks. My family's just like, we can't help you. And I'm like, and I know, I'm yelling and I can't sleep at night at this point. Well, that was like for years. Sleep issues. It's just not good.
Right.
And I don't know what to do. And that's the worst feeling ever. I don't know what to do. So I just keep going. Eventually I see all these specialists and COVID's hitting. Now it makes it times 10.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I'm going through specialist, COVID's hitting. So the job I was talking about, I tell them, I can't do this.
Okay.
I need a break, but everything happens for a reason. That's what I mean about this little journey here. Because of COVID though, I'm able to take FMLA easily. And so I get 3 months off.
Okay.
Because every specialist, they went down the tube, everything, look, there's nothing wrong with you. We're sorry. It's really just in your head. I had to accept that. I'm like, okay. So I really looked in the mirror. That's why I say this to a lot of people. It's like, I want everyone to be happy in the mirror because this is what matters to me. Okay, I got to fix this. Start walking. Now, even walking, because at this point, I'm really having issues in the mind still. I walk on the track. I'm like halfway through the track, just one time walking. I'm like hyperventilating a little bit. I'm like, okay, I got to breathe, just breathe. And this time my mom's with me because she wanted to walk too.
Okay.
So family's very, we'll probably get into that more, but like the family aspect and real friends. There's different level of friends, in my opinion, but like there's something to that. You have to have it for support. But I start for the walk and I'm having a hard time. But I make it through one time around. I'm like, okay, I did it. Nothing, I didn't die. Right? Fine. So the next day, I kept doing it. Then all of a sudden, the family member, like, you want to go for a hike? Okay. Go for a hike. I make it. Then I start exercising. I start eating correctly. That's a broad term, I know, but like, there's a way about eating. I started eating, to me, correctly. Because I was eating fast food and all that kind of stuff at that point. Because I didn't care. Start, cooking my own food. Start learning how to cook for myself. Not that I just wanted to do it for myself.
Right.
So I started sprinting. I started exercising. I lost 30 pounds in 3 months.
Okay.
Look good in the mirror. I have a six-pack.
Yay.
I was 35. I'm 40 now. And in this transition of only 90 days, something changed in my mind. I like to describe it as like I'm like half my age now, but also like a fifth grader in my mind too, where the dreams are possible. Everything's real. I can do anything. I'm back to being like, my focus is on me. Yeah, the family is a focus, but if you focus on yourself, it's all good for everyone else too.
Yeah.
It's just my opinion. So I go back to that job because I have to. And I literally just, I think it was only about 2 weeks maybe. And then I put my 2 weeks in.
Okay.
Because that was one of the issues I was having was that place. It was not meant for me. Because my mind is different now. So that's basically where the change happened. It was in 2020.
Okay.
And the ones I help now, it's not just with fitness, nutrition, but it's the mindset. But I can no longer go back. There's like a block up there that even, the negativity thing we were talking about, I can't have that anymore. It's just not there. I don't know what it is. I'm not a PhD in like, psychology or I don't have that stuff. But whatever it is, it just doesn't let me do that anymore. I just focus on goals, purpose, and helping. Because that's what I want to do. And because of that, now everything has been so much better of life since 2020. But that was the change. So all those times I kept thinking to myself, why can't I be happy? Because I didn't let myself. And so that was a little part on that. That to answer your question, that was 2020 is when everything started to change. Yeah.
Well, and I appreciate your candor on how you went through that because there is a process.
Yes.
And everybody's process is different.
Right.
And we have individuals we've had on the show have been very candid about their battles. And some of them were able to, woohoo, they've gotten through. Some still struggle.
Yes.
To this day.
Right.
And like you said, there's not a one fixed formula that everybody, if you do this, then it's all going to be okay. Because my sister and I are distinctly different in how we handle certain things. We have some stuff we do the same, but we're distinctly different in how we handle some things. And we both get to the end. It's just a different path that we take to get there, and it's not that one is bad versus the other. It fits your personality and your core, and you have to find that. And when it's in your mind, the mind plays games with us people, okay?
Yes.
And people don't like words like anxiety. And they don't want to talk mental health. And we will talk about that a lot because I think it should not be shamed upon if you have to deal with that, if you had to get over it, or if you're still struggling with this. It's okay that you struggle with it. It's okay. But, we figure out a way to try to support you and help you best is what's good for you versus what we think you should do.
Right.
So I love that. So when you went from transitioning from that world and decided, you know what, I think I want to go back into that fitness is what hits for me. It's a mindset thing.
Yes.
How did Triple Threat come about?
Yes. So I was very private.
Okay.
In social media. I didn't even start one in, I think it was 2018 or 19.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't really, and all my stuff was private.
Okay.
So what I started to do though was videos of exercises and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like I raced my nephew. I think it was like another person too and all that, but I beat him.
Okay.
So I was proud of this stuff. So I started, because now I'm focused on me.
Right.
I'm proud of what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm posting like my pull-ups and all this. Picture like without my shirt on and everything, because I was never going to do that before. I gave up on that kind of stuff. So people are contacting me that some I haven't talked to in like since like high school or something like that, asking for help. Because at this point, like I said, I'm 35 and at that age, well, I feel great now at 40, but at that age, remember from Wisconsin, too, a lot of people like to drink and eat.
Yeah.
To me, not the best. So people were asking for help.
Yeah.
And that's how I started online.
Okay.
And I didn't have any plan on this. I was just like, let me help you. Because I know that feeling when it's, again, when you look in the mirror and you're happy compared to when you look in the mirror and you're not happy. That changes your whole life. So that's how it started. I started online with like, just kind of going over what I do kind of thing or what I can help with that. And I was doing Excel spreadsheets. Like right now I have an app to use. There's a big difference of the change.
Right.
And when you focus on the goal and purpose, you'll figure it out and you get better and better and better. It just happens. You can't stop it, that force from happening. And that's how it worked though. I just started helping people because they're looking at me like, the before and after, I have a lot now, but I have my own. And to show that was very proud because I did that. Did I have help? Of course.
Right. Right.
But no matter what happens, you have to do it yourself overall. So, and that's how it kind of started. I started online with like the nutrition, the fitness side too. So like now on the app, I can have people, I put the exercises on for them if it's online. So they can just follow along. I know what they're doing. It's very simple.
Nice.
Back then, I literally, there was no ChatGPT that I knew of in 2020. Right. So in 21, but what I did is, because of the Marines, see, this is where it comes like, to me, full circle in that little thing here. Because I was a training NCO, even though I didn't want to do 8 years, I wanted to just do 4.
Right.
The second 4 years is where I learned more because I was more of a leader my second 4 years. I learned how to teach fitness, not nutrition back then.
Right.
In Marines back then, it was just, you'll eat whatever because you're just so hungry. Because you're burning so many calories all the time.
Right.
But I learned the fitness side of full body training. And that's how I help myself. Okay. I believe in full body training because, so if your goal is to be a bodybuilder or a powerlifter, that's you have a style you need to train.
Right.
That's different.
Right.
I work with people that want to lose weight, and I would say majority, they want that athletic build, and that's what I train. Right. And that's how I've been training people. So athletic build, and guess what? Most military like the athletic build.
They like the fitness, yeah.
Yes, that style. So I'm able to teach that, and I know how to do that already without having help. Now I've helped, the help now with ChatGPT and all that stuff makes it easier. But I was doing that without that because my mind now is focused. I can retain all the things from the past in detail of what I used to do, and even for myself. So that's how I was able to help on that side. Okay. And then nutrition was through what I went through and all that stuff.
Okay. So now let's talk about its triple threat transformation. What's the triple threat?
So triple threat transformation is movement, which is exercise, mindset, the positivity in the journey. If it's fat loss, if it's just you trying to be healthier, that's very broad. But I'm just going in context. You have to be positive.
Mm-hmm.
I say this a lot. I call people the January 1st people when they want to do this journey without having the real positivity behind it. Because you will most likely stop within about that 2 weeks of the first month.
Yeah.
You're not going to see the biggest changes yet.
Right.
Well, it depends on what you're looking for. You have to stay positive. Because I also say, first is motivation, the January 1st part. Then it's dedication. Now, dedication means I'm tired, I still go.
Right.
That decision to go means I'm dedicated.
Right.
And then consistency, that's 3. That means it's like brushing teeth. You will exercise the way you always do because literally it's like brushing teeth. You don't know anything else but that. So different levels. When you work with someone, they're just motivated. Something I talk about Rocky 4 all the time. Rocky, if I need motivation, that's what I do. I watch.
My husband would love you. He is a Rocky fanatic. He quotes Rocky.
Yes.
He loves Rocky.
And that's my motivation. But for me, I know this, that it's only meant for, that day.
Right.
But the positivity is what keeps me going.
Okay.
Because there's negative things all around us. And if you don't focus on being positive, your mindset is not going to let you get to that dedication part. And then manifest. I was just actually last night talking to our group. Manifest sometimes gets the word of like a hippie word, kind of.
Okay.
I thought of that 10 years ago. You said that word to me. I'm like, whatever. But it's a belief in yourself. That's how I look at it now. Like the manifest. Oh, I don't think I went over this part, but this vision I have. Well, I think we'll probably go over a little bit if you don't mind. I'm starting a nonprofit also. So, but what we're about to do for that was something I had in my head in Iraq, because sometimes we're in the middle of the night and you can see the stars. We're in tents sometimes. Like it's like 1 man tents, but there's like 2 of us in these things.
Right.
In the middle of nowhere sometimes. And I have a clear vision of when if you've never seen the stars, like really seen the stars, you're missing out. There's something about that sky. It's filled with stars. It's filled with things. It moves. Things move all the time. And, but either way, it's like manifesting. I had that in my head the whole time, even through all these years after all these things. It was always in my head. That's the manifest. The belief in this thing I had, that I'll do it one day and then it's going to happen. But we'll probably get on that a little bit, if you don't mind. Okay.
I talk away. Okay. Are we good?
Okay.
We good?
But the manifest is believing in yourself to keep pushing. So movement, the exercise, being positive, and believing in yourself. Because those 3 things, if you can do those, the nutrition is already included in this. It really is. It's part of it. You will succeed. Because without those 3, though, it's going to be very hard to keep pushing to reach that goal of looking in the mirror and actually like, this is what I want.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, and I did a whole Fit for 50 thing. Woo! Yeah. I wasn't trying to like get sculpted or anything, because thank God my husband's like, you don't have to have a 6-pack.
Right,
okay, that's less work. But it was just the being healthy at the age. And when right before we did a big trip to Europe in October, and right before we left, I had been sick. So I wasn't doing my treadmill or my weights because I didn't want to get sicker before we leave. Then we go to Europe and I'm like, well, we're walking everywhere, and so we're exploring. So when I got back, I was like, oh, good night. I need to do my treadmill and I need to, but it's still been challenge isn't the right word. Getting back in the habit has been almost a retraining because I got used to not doing it, and so I'm kind of pulling myself through it, still enjoying the holidays and stuff, but getting myself into the routine and moving and this funny story. So we have a basketball hoop in our backyard, And my husband will just randomly throw shots every once in a while, takes garbage out, throws a few shots. Well, he hadn't for months.
Right.
And last night he did a few shots and he came in and I said, hey, nothing but net. And he goes, yeah. I said, I haven't heard you do that in a while. And he goes, well, the mosquitoes won't come out because it's cold now.
Yeah.
Because he had to quit playing basketball outside because the mosquitoes were so bad. You know,
Right.
It's like, these are factors we have to calculate into it. But it is those little, they're not necessarily obstacles, but bumps in the road that you run into, and you just kind of got to keep your mind focused and turning the right direction.
Correct.
And it's okay, people, if you kind of fall off the wagon a little bit and you got to pick yourself up and start again, okay? Yep. The fact that you want to pick yourself up and start again is the first place to start. For me, I think the hardest thing we do is we let the negativity win when we judge ourselves and we beat ourselves down.
Right.
Instead of going, you know what, I can do this. It's not going to be exactly this way, but I'll take it. Especially as we get older.
Right.
Because when you're in your 20s, you just go at it and it's like doing it.
Yeah.
And when you're in your 40s and you do that, you're like, oh, good night. I just pulled my back. So you have to make sure you pace yourself, you know.
Right. And see how I believe that's the part of the manifesto I was talking about.
Yeah.
Where like, let's say you smoke cigarettes, even if let's say you quit Monday, go back on Wednesday, but you start again on Thursday. That's the manifesto. What I mean is like you keep trying because there's something in your head that you believe in yourself that you'll get it done eventually. So I like when you said that too, because that's what I mean. It's like that's this journey here.
Oh yeah.
But if you let it win of like, well, I tried. Oh well.
Yeah.
Then you don't believe in it, and now you'll just stick it back here again.
I will tell you, my mom, the OG military spouse, as I say, doesn't do hardcore working out, but she moves just for her health. She has a walking pad. Yep. She does. She has some stretches. One of our friends, a personal trainer, showed her how to do stretches without hurting herself. Sure. And she's like, look, I'm not looking to look svelte. I'm just trying to keep healthy and, maintain a certain level. And at 75, well, she's not 75 yet. She'll be 75 in July. But still at 74, almost 75, to still keep that movement going, I think is going to work so much better for her.
Yes.
In the end, and thankfully she has the ability to do the movement and stuff because there are factors. And that's why I always say to people, give yourself grace. Okay. Maybe there is something that means you can't move at this pace like you did before, but there's another way that can be found that can get you some movement without causing you.
Right.
So I think that we tend to cut ourselves short on that grace stick,
Oh yeah.
Everybody else gets it more than we get it on our own. So yeah.
That's perfect. Perfect. Yeah.
So now when did you open up the physical gym?
Yes. So, doing the online thing.
Right.
Right. And what happened with that was you can only reach so many people.
Okay.
Right. I'm one person. And the time it takes because you want to help as many, but you can only do so much. I mean, if people only look at money, it's a good way to make money. Right. If you know what you're doing and everything like that. But I want to reach 10 million. I want to help 10 million.
Okay.
I can't do that if I'm just doing that. So I have a friend of mine and I got a phone call saying, hey, are you looking for a spot? And I'm like, yes.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, it's going to take about, I met with the person there. It's going to take about, I think it was like 3 months or something like that to get that like little area kind of fixed up and all that. So in that time, I started doing outside group training. Okay. I never did that before. I mean, I've done group trainings, obviously. Right. I was in, Marines. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. He's been with groups.
Yeah. But I had to get new people to come to this thing. And that's outside. A lot of people start outside. And I always tell everyone, start outside. Don't stay outside. Because you think everyone's going to be motivated to do it in 100-degree weather, but it's not how it works very well. Right. Unless you specifically, that's how you train people. And then you only get those type of people. That's different. So we were out there. So I was going to start July 1st, 2024.
Okay.
So a couple months before that, when it was nice out, we get some good people. But that last 3 weeks was brutal.
Well, yeah, in 2024, we had that ridiculous summer. It was 100 and something June 1st. And we're like, this never happens here.
So sometimes my mom's out there. That's it. Right? No one's coming out. But this is nothing but business. And the vision and the purpose. You don't stop.
Yeah.
you just like, it is what it is. I'm still here no matter what. No one comes. It's all good.
Okay.
You have to have that mindset, right? It's the same thing. The manifest, your positivity, care. If your why matters, then you'll just keep doing it. So did that, and then opened up, and then, just went with that. And the evolution of just 1 year, it's been what, a year and like 4 months.
Okay.
Now, but the evolution of that has been tremendous.
Awesome.
So more classes, more people, of course, but different ways of doing it. It's just so much more involved. But also what happened in that time frame, with that, I was also doing hikes more back then. Okay. And I got involved with the veteran community at that time. So I've been in Vegas since 2012. Okay. I wanted this for a while, to help veterans in the, in this way. Fitness, nutrition, all this stuff. I didn't know how to reach them. And I thought no one was doing this here in Vegas. It took me, I was starting to get over 20 people on my hikes. Okay. So I started to partner up with other people. They wanted to partner up with me because we had more. And I wanted to help them out too. Right. One was another veteran group that I didn't know about. Okay. That led to other groups like within a month or two of just all these groups here in Vegas. And I'm like, okay, but I have to prove to them. So one thing about veterans, even though we're all veterans, they don't trust you. Yes. Yes. We've had that conversation. Okay. Yeah. And a lot of people might not understand that, but if you're a veteran, you know I'm telling the truth. You just don't trust other veterans. They lie about what they do sometimes, or they, what they did in the military, or people say they're veterans and they're not. That's another thing about the veteran community. Like, maybe he was in the military, maybe he wasn't. It's very I don't know who you are. Maybe you're just trying to scam us, because you get that a lot too. So I had to prove myself also in this time frame. But so I volunteer a lot for the veteran communities here also. But now they trust me. It's only been a year and 3 months. I work with 4 veteran groups. Also, we just become good friends with a lot of people though because of this. Yeah. And there's a lot of veteran communities in the United States. People just don't know about them. Yeah. And so we're trying to get better with the social media side to get the younger ones to understand what's out there. And the nonprofit that we're going to be having is going to be another way to help this side. But having that spot though helped because I do Sundays. Now it's veteran oriented, but this doesn't mean anyone part of the Triple Threat Transformation community goes to on Sundays. Yeah. But it's also for veterans to come and exercise with a group. Right. And that's also what helped people in this journey on that. And because that led to other people. Hey, who's this guy? Hey, do you want to go this podcast, or do you want to speak at this event, or this and that? So this past year has been a lot of that kind of stuff. Yeah. So having that spot, because I manifested to help more, I am able to help more. In July, I had the 1 year there. Yeah. Really good, really nice, very good. But also the thing called Vet Talks. I always want to give a shout out to Dave Berlin. Okay. He does a lot for the veteran community also, but more on the the entrepreneurial side. Gotcha. So that's what he does. Marine also. But he did this thing called Vet Talk, like TED Talks. He did all these other things, and he wanted to do a Vet Talk. So obviously he's the first speaker, but I was the second speaker on this brand new thing that no one's ever done. Right. And it's 8 slides. If I messed this up, sorry. But it's 8 slides, 8 minutes. And the slide just moves every minute. And when I did mine, I told my story in 8 minutes off the slide. From that, and the people in the crowd, mostly veterans, got to see who I am more. Yep. And I was able, I want to give a shout out to Steve too, but he does not mind this at all. When we talked, I always like to tell a story if you don't mind. You're okay. Fine, I just want to make sure. I'm going to beat him and not let him do anything. It's a podcast. Please don't talk. Well, I do want to. So after this conversation, or after I talked, I went down. He's like, can we talk? I was like, yeah. He's like, you think you can help me? You know, there's a little bit more detail on that, but I don't need to go over that part. But he's like, can you help me with, you know, weight and all that?
Yeah.
I said, okay. And I always do this too. It's like, well, what's your goal? Because if they don't know what their goal is, it's going to be hard to achieve anything.
Right.
It's too broad.
Right.
Your brain can't comprehend that.
Right.
He's like, well, I want to do a 5K. He's also Marine.
Okay.
But, you know, bad ankles, bad knees, you know, a lot of stuff. And I said, so you want to do a marathon in a year? Is that your goal? He's like, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because what I mean is his mind only thought of 5K.
Right.
To me, it's like, that's nothing.
Yeah.
I believe in you right now that you're going to be able to do this very quickly. So we started working together. The first, in the 90 days, he lost around almost like 46 pounds roughly.
Wow. Okay.
He did the 5K within the 90 days.
Nice.
Not a year.
Right.
Right. He's able to move. The movement alone is just incredible. He has a fused ankle. Couldn't barely step on a tire. Couldn't even do that. Now it's too easy. Like it's not even hard.
Yeah.
But the stuff, and there's other people in the crowd that were able to join to go through that transformation. But that talk was because of that.
Yeah.
To help more.
Oh yeah.
But it helped because I got that spot.
Yeah.
And then the veteran community got to see like more and then help more. So again, another manifestation thing.
Oh yeah.
For that. So yeah.
I do. I just did a presentation on LinkedIn talking to companies, helping them to understand the value of hiring veterans and military spouses. Right. And what happens a lot is people focus on the veterans and forget the spouses.
Yes.
And it's a big point with me. And, you know, just being able to talk and have people ask questions and have the door start opening is so huge to help the military community itself, you know? And that's the end goal is to get their voice heard.
And I want to say thank you for mentioning that because you'd be surprised too, but maybe not. When I get veterans like come Sunday or come to other groups that I coach for or whatever, come here. Well, at least mine anyways. Can I bring my spouse and my family?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm always like, yeah, of course, bring them. And I always have to remind myself like, it's true. Yeah. They don't think they're welcome. The stigmata is
still there.
Yeah, they don't think they're welcome.
It's not about them. They're so used to putting themselves aside for the service member and everything's about the service member. And so they, you know, they're doing so much in the background and it's just not always seen. Yeah. And that was a big thing when we started this and we did the website and everything. It's about every member of the military family. It is not just the service member or the veteran. Correct. It is the spouse. It is the kids. It is, you know, it's so important that everyone knows there's resources.
Yes. Team RWB is another one that I kind of go under with the Sunday class too, right? So Team RWB, literally you could be a civilian and sign up. That's hikes, exercise. It's just so many things though. It's for family too, right? It's like all these things involved with it. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, there's MVP, emerging veteran players, which it's not just veterans, it's for like, you know, athletes because they go through the same thing. Oh yeah. So what I mean is like there's so many things out there. And I just wish I would have known about it back then, but at the same time, you don't want to go look back too far. It's just like, it's just one of those things like, well, let's go forward and fix that to where people that do need things, maybe they're there in their city or their area. There's something. Yeah. Or maybe you start it there. Yeah. Maybe. Well, that's why. So when we launched our website a few months ago, we started putting links on there, and we constantly tell people, "Are we missing a resource that we need to put on there that we could have for them? Let's add them onto it. This just options and avenues for people to look for and go, and let them have that safety if they just click the link and check it out. Yes. Versus, you know, it makes it a little safer. Less intimidating to do it that way. Yes. And that is the goal. The whole point of the podcast, of everything we do as the daughter of a 21-year Navy veteran and a military spouse, was getting the voice heard of the military family, getting the resources to them that are out there, because there are actual resources out there. Yes. There's far more than there were when my dad got out of the Navy. Yes. Yes. And a lot of people don't know about them. That's what I mean. It's like, there's so many things, organizations out there And I've only been a part of them for, like I said, like a year and 3 months.
Yeah.
And I've been here since 2012.
Yeah.
But the connections are so huge here.
Yep.
Once you find them, one, you find the rest, and you're gonna be like, but you get that back though. That family, right? That togetherness again.
It doesn't matter where I go. As soon as they find out I'm the daughter of a Navy man, I have an instant family. Doesn't matter what branch.
Yeah.
Just it's the way that community works.
Right.
Yeah.
And then my thing is, and I tell this to everyone too, I'm not here to, start something new of like, I'm the one to go to for veterans. No. The skill set we have is the fitness side and nutrition side with the mindset. That's our thing. Mm-hmm. So
now you mentioned earlier you were working towards starting a nonprofit.
Yes. Thank you because it's very dear to my heart. So in high school, so I was very skinny growing up.
Okay.
And people thought I had worms, jokingly. Because I was so skinny, I could eat whatever and not gain weight. But now that I know how the body works, right? But back then, so I was watching Arnold Schwarzenegger, I was getting the books, Ronnie Coleman, the bodybuilder stuff. Because you're a teenager, that's where you want to be bigger.
Yeah.
If you're skinny, I'm saying. So I started working out at the YMCA. I worked at the YMCA in a bakery in high school. The YMCA, they give you free, everything because you work there.
Okay.
So I was working there. I started to lift weights like every day. I'm there every day. They're starting to notice me, some people that are dedicated too. One was a bodybuilder. Okay. A couple of power lifters. One that's like, very like lean, all this. I'm learning from all because they want to help me. So I'm starting to work out with other people now. They're starting to teach me all these things about lifting. So I'm comprehending of like all these ways to exercise because it's all different. So people started seeing a change in me, and some were bigger. So they asked me for help, and I start helping them. And again, there's something about that when you help someone. And so I really enjoy that. And then when I deployed later on, fast forward, I had that in my head, of like, ooh, not the biggest loser, but like something where I can get everyone to come in and just like, I can help them lose weight. It was like something small in my head on this thing. And I had this all in my head. So it's just something I knew could be done for bigger people. Okay. I don't like the competition side of it. Right. It's too cutthroat. So fast forward till now, we're going to have a nonprofit where it's going to be time to start veterans. Okay. 5 female, 5 male. Okay. They're going to live for 90 days in a house. Okay. They're going to learn how to cook correctly off the nutrition. Okay. Or dietitian. They're going to have like, licensed therapist or psychologist, someone. It's going to be the whole package for 90 days. It's 300-pound plus veterans though. Okay. Because we want to work with them the most. Right. I've done this many times already. And I've helped a lot of people on this side, but we want it controlled without anyone around them. So that's going to be the nonprofit is going to be the 300-pound plus veterans living there for 90 days. And we'll go from there on that. But I had that in my head. Now, it wasn't veteran oriented back then. I just wanted to do it. But I see there's something.
The needs there.
It is. Because it's unfortunate. There's a lot. Yeah. And a lot of it has to do with the mindset. And I know for a fact we're going to help them. And we want to record. We're going to have a record. We're going to have everything, right? So where people can see this can be done. But we're also we want to keep throwing in like other veteran organizations. Yeah. Like episodes, but they'll be in there. Someone from each one. And then that people get to know these organizations and what they do while we're helping them out also. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
So,
it is very nice to see there are so many options out there for military families, whether active duty or not. It is nice to see more open conversations about how the transition from military life to civilian has gone and how they've, worked with it and grown with it. So I'm happy to see that we still have a ways to go, I always say, but we're further along than we were before.
Yes.
And we can continue that to keep moving. I've had people come in here who left the military, went into real estate. Yes. Sales was just a natural tendency to them. Right. I've had veterans come in here who the fitness and bodybuilding is just, that was their natural, segue. So everybody has their different twists. And I always say to people too, and I think this is any journey that you're on, give yourself grace. Understand you may start on one path and realize, oh, that's not the path I'm supposed to go. Yeah. I should change to this one. This one I can make work better. And that's okay.
Right.
It's okay to have that, keep that flexibility going.
Right.
And be able to be on there. All right. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to go ahead and promote Triple Threat and yourself, my friend.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah. So if you want to follow me in the business, triplethreattransformation.com on the website. We have everything on there. Instagram right now, had to get a new one.
Right. Little hiccup. It's okay.
Little hiccup. It's all good. That's at David Lonergan, Lonergan official. And that's going to be Instagram. Also on Facebook. We're on there. And I started at TikTok, actually. So.
Oh, no, you fell for the TikTok.
I did. So hopefully that, that's all good. Just want to go over again, though. We help people online. It does not have to be here in Las Vegas. Fitness, nutrition. We always work the mindset, of course, also with everyone's goals and what they're looking for. We have a spot here. It's at 4056 Dean Martin Drive. If you're here in Las Vegas, check it out. It's also on the website just in case if you need. We do in-person, we have group, we have private trainings, we have fitness kickboxing, we have kettlebell and circuit course trainings, we have free Sunday class at 3 p.m. We have, like the hardcore style, please come by in the morning with Coach Ronnie, also Marine. Yeah, a lot of Marines, we stick together a lot of times. That's the way it is. But yeah, anything like that, just, hit us up. And that's what we do, though. We help people. It's not just veterans, of course, but we do tailor a lot of stuff towards the veteran community. Mm-hmm. And we know what we're doing because we've helped a lot of people already. And that's what we're going to keep doing, though. We're going to help millions.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much for your service, my friend, and for you continued service to the military community. Yes. And everyone else as well. I appreciate you coming on the show. It was an absolute pleasure when I met you.
Thank you.
I knew I wanted to get you on here. So I appreciate that so much. All right, guys, it's that time again. We know what you need to do. You need to like, share. We are on YouTube. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on LinkedIn. Find us. Go to the website, homefrontharmony.org. If we're missing something that you think we need to have, let us know. We'll make sure we get it on there. It's great to see you all. We will see you next time. Faded photographs, covered now with lines increasing, tickets torn in half.